they lined me up for, I fought on Aggression was my last fight, and I fought a dude. They were like, oh, yeah, he hasn't fought in a long time, blah, blah, blah. But I looked him up, and I knew that motherfucker was tough. Bagshaw, Matt Bagshaw.
Oh, yeah,
Super dope fucking...
Really good ground game.
Man, amazing ground game. Yeah. Crazy. And I knew that, so I went down to Edmonton. I trained with Mitch a bit, and I trained with just a bunch of really good ground dudes, man.
Yeah.
And all we did was like takedown defense and heel hook defense, because that's Buddy's go-to, right? They call him the ankle zombie. So I trained heel hook defense.
That's a nickname, huh? The ankle zombie.
The ankle zombie, man. He was fucking legit doing that shit. So I trained that shit for like 2 months. Guess how I lost? Motherfucking heel hook.
Yeah.
Fast, too.
Yeah, he's once you get on the mats with him, he's deadly.
Yeah, he's in Lethbridge.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
on the Rumble.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they used to give you like dope shit, like because it was amateur, so they ain't paying no fucking money. Right?
Yeah.
So they're like, here's a sweater, bud. Just go out there and try not to die or whatever. Right?
Have fun.
Remember, your mom's watching, so fight. You don't look like a bitch. Like that type of shit. So went there and
a water bottle and a t-shirt.
I got a sweater.
Don't get knocked the fuck out.
I got a sweater now. Did they give out water bottles? So I feel super, and I got beat up. I got a sweater, and the shit kicked out of me. I went in. I fought a guy named Mike Neufeld. He's a good fighter. He don't fight no more, but
he's out of Lethbridge too.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And so I fought. It was my first amateur fight, and we fought at 170. Now, when I weighed in, I had breakfast. I had change in my pockets, not much, but I had some. And I stepped on that scale, and I think it was 158, and we were fighting at 170. Now, I know you know a little thing about the game, right? Yeah. You know what he weighed in at? 172. And they're like, do you want him to take his underwear off to make the weight? I said, no, fuck all that, right? Then I talked to him later on that day. He was back to 185. I was still at a steady 158. And I was like, oh, this is not going to... Well, actually, I didn't... I was like, oh, that poor motherfucker. Right? It was my first fight, and I knew what I was about. I was like, I'm going to hurt this motherfucker. And, no. Not even at all, man.
Not even at all.
That guy beat the fuck out of me, man. He put me on my back and punched my face in. I was on my back punching up. Trying real hard and shit. They stopped the fight. I got up immediately, and I looked at the ref. I was like, what the fuck? And then I remember this. I have the video at home. It's like me, referee, and Buddy. And it goes like, boop, boop, boop. Like that dude was so much bigger and stronger than me. And then when I finally watched the video, I was like, wow, I should have not been complaining. I'm like, I feel like I should send him a Christmas card or some shit every year because I'm not retarded. And I can still conversate with people and walk and stuff. I'm like, thank you so much for not being a piece of shit. Right?
Fuck.
I said, the commission asked me, they said, are you sure about this? I went, in my best William Moss, I said, I didn't get all dressed up for nothing. Right? That's what I said. Legit. I'm like, fuck it, man. What's worse is going to happen? Yeah. And it did. I like foreshadowed that shit like a motherfucker. M. Night Shyamalan. Wish there was a twist. The twist is my nose. That was the twist. Fucking nose was crooked as shit. Walked around that night.
Your nose?
Oh, yeah, he did. And that guy punched me a lot of times dead in the face on the ground when I was eyes closed, swinging back like, I'm tough as fuck. I'm tough. And I saw stars. I get what that means now, because it's not so much stars, but it's giant flashes. Yeah. I saw so many giant flashes.
Did you let him know how many of your friends you beat up in the backyard after?
No, I never.
You're lucky.
We actually he was just like, yo, man, I can't believe you went out and did it. It's like, because you can see it, like, it's fucking retarded, man. It's like me and Riley standing next to each other. That's what it looks like. And I'm like, this isn't supposed to be the same weight class. It's not, right? But I was like, the scale we're using at our shitty Iron Circle was a shitty little gym we had where we kind of first started out at.
Right.
And that scale was bunk as fuck. Because I was like, oh, yeah, I gotta watch my carbs or whatever. You know what I mean? That type of shit. No, dude, you gotta eat, like, some shit and get bigger.
Yeah.
Because you're in the next weight class. And then after that fight, I fought at 55. I was like, this makes way more sense. Cut like 3 pounds.
Guys, my size, my height.
Like not fucking. But they were killers too, and they were all too big for me too. So then I dropped to 45, and that's when I started fucking people up.
Yeah.
But 45 is a long ways away now. Once you turn 40, like.
Keith Grinke, my partner, he was calling you a dirty fighter. Yeah, he did. I called him out on it on Facebook. We're buddies on Facebook, and it was his birthday, so I wished him the old HPD, and I was like, P.S. I'm not a dirty fighter, and he had a laugh at it. What did he say? He had a line. He said, "Welsh with something about beating up my old mom for the win." Or something. I was like, wow, easy, buddy.